What is that? What was that? Can we please stop for a second and ask, what the fridge was that? What is that dance of a guy being like, ugh? I'm not gonna lie, I really don't want to do this, but it is something that I know through the comments and through messages and emails. I have been asked again and again and again and again if I'm ever going to do either a review or some kind of video talking about the infamous Megamind sequel. And I guess, you know what, if there really is that much of a demand, well, here we are, where I am about to watch Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. And I'm only going to be watching that for this video, by the way. I ain't going to be touching the series. I need to get a bit of a taste of what this is going to be first before I would ever consider looking at the show, which I'm just going to say right now is very unlikely. Now, I do want to state right now that I actually really do like the original Megamind movie. Back when it first came out, I actually had a really good time watching it. It was definitely a lot of fun. And it was unfortunate that at the time when it came out in 2010, it got overshadowed by the other animated features that went on to have massive legacies, such as Despicable Me, How to Train Your Dragon, Tangled, and Toy Story 3. But then, over time, audiences kind of rediscover Megamind, where it slowly but surely went back into popularity and became this internet sensation that spawned a whole bunch of different memes. So Megamind did ultimately get a happy ending right there, and it is great to see. And I also want to add that even though I am a fan of the Despicable Me movies, I actually do admit that Megamind does have a bit of the upper hand, that even compared to some of the better films of that franchise, like the first and the second, I still would go and take Megamind. But then, recently, there was the announcement that Universal was about to put out not only a sequel, but a TV show that did capture some interest. But then that trailer came out. That now infamous trailer in which confirmed that the internet has their new cartoon to absolutely hate. And when that came out on Peacock, oh boy, were people absolutely merciless. Already calling it not just the worst movie of 2024, but possibly the worst animated movie so far of the 2020 decade. And this is why I am dreading to experience what I am about to see. All right, so I got the movie ready. So let's go and check out Megamind the Doom Syndicate, or Megamind the Doom Syndicate. Honestly, that is another thing that I would rather do than watch this, is to go and watch Dune and Doom Part 2. Anyways, okay, let's get this crap over with in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, DreamWorks. Yeah, sure. From what I've heard, apparently the what? Oh, over.
Hello, loyal viewers.
Oh,
like me,
oh no.
Never thought this day would come.
Yeah, no, I never thought it would come that I would watch this, but oh, jeez.
Pants on and venture outside occasionally. Seriously, get some sun.
That okay. No disrespect to the voice actor, but they are not Will Ferrell. Like, oh boy. Like, I'm sure he's trying, but... Oh, what's this? Oh, the first movie! Yeah, remember when Megamind was good? Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is gonna be a big mistake. I remember the first Megamind. That was a great movie.
We got work to do. Go fish.
Fish villains?
You go.
This is the best they could think up with. Like, now that Megamind is out, they got fish villains. Like,
Yeah, it's
really? Seriously?
catch of the day.
What was that? What was that glass shaking? Did you see that? It's like, what was that? Seriously. That is not how physics work, dude. What the fridge?
Due to a cease and desist order from popular fast food chain Mr. Minion's Meatsicles, I can no longer call myself Minion. So, Megamind gave me a new name. Old Chum. It means old friend.
Yeah? Chum also
Wait,
means
what?
something else.
Okay, like,
Shark bait.
I mean, like, I'm glad they actually did
Chum means
bring that up, but, like,
Sharks love
Universal owns both DreamWorks and Illumination. Like, you can't do a subtle reference to the Minions. Like, you can get away with it. You have like the legal rights to, technically. Universal can let you get away with that.
They're getting away, sir!
But, like, really? Like, you have to do, like, the weird fast food chain thing? Like, okay, no. Come on, man. Like, the one time that you can make a legitimate connection between Megamind and Despicable Me, that would have been great, but no, they gotta make up some dumb old joke.
This is beyond embarrassing. Bullseye. Ah. You.
Oh, this animation, man. I've actually heard stories that, okay, obviously, I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but when it comes to the animation, obviously it's not from DreamWorks Animation, that's for freaking sure. But on top of that, the animators were quickly rushed. Like, Universal pushed these animators in order to make what is allegedly, like, making 30 seconds of animation in 1 week. A finished animation battle, by the way. And if you know how the production usually goes, that is an insane ask. And I just noticed that apparently now Megamind has Rick and Morty technology. Apparently that's a thing now.
It's a hard halibut to break. Ugh.
You're more than that. Maybe you just need to remind him how valuable you really are. Speak from the heart.
You're right. I need to speak from the heart.
You know, I'll give it that I could see that it's trying to have some kind of nice moral, which is not too bad. Like, okay, there's like a nice little lesson to it, but the thing is, the execution though, is just everything about it is just it's this. This is the thing. It's this. Like, I know there are many other movies that have the same kind of lesson about, you know, like, going out there and being more than what you already are and stuff like that. But this is just.
Wow, that proves you really need my help.
If you feel that strongly about me feeling strongly about it.
I feel strongly about you feeling strongly that I feel strongly about you feeling strongly.
Okay, we get it. Everyone.
You know, I just need to go and ask, is the relationship, like, in the first movie, I know that the relationship between Megamind and Minion, like, it is kind of complex, and it has their ups and downs and stuff like that, but I don't think Megamind is that much of a prick towards, well, Minion, or Old Chum, as they now call it. Like, yeah, like, he could be, yeah, I know Megamind is egotistical, but not this much.
I don't believe you.
Like, seriously.
Just a figure of speech.
It-
I'm not
it's just-
really a monkey's eye.
I mean, I can't believe you just let him quit.
Lady Doppler, evil witch of weather, present.
Peer pressure, master of hypnotism and all-around super bad guy is also present, no?
Can I just ask a question? I don't know if this is just me, and I don't see many people asking this either, but why is it that every time there's like some kind of cartoon superhero thing, there's always a villainous French mime. Like every time, like whether it be like an animated movie or an animated show that revolves around superheroes or even just an episode of it, there's always one villain that is always like this mime. Like whether it be like doing their own solo thing, like Bon Voyage in The Incredibles, or is part of like an evil group, like what we're seeing here. Like, it's just, I don't know. I feel like that's becoming so much of a cliche that needs to be called out. Like, if you're going to have like a French villain, think of something else other than a mime, because it's starting to become very repetitive. I'm just saying.
How are you doing this?
Through the bobblehead of myself I gave to you as a present. It's a tracking device so I can look out for you.
I'm flattered by this invasion of my privacy.
Come to the lair immediately. My very life may depend on it.
Hang on, I'll be right there.
Man, they really know how to find a way to make Megamind like such a hateable character and like make him look so much worse than he did when he was a villain. Like just like the added layer of just like that extra boost of being a hateable ego and now being like this creep. It's just, ugh. Like, oddly enough, like, him trying to be a hero makes him a lot more of a villain, but, like, it's, like, the worst kind. Like, the kind of, like, real-world villain.
Toasters need to be plugged in or they won't work.
See? Megamind gets my darkness. That's why he left me in charge.
But that's not why we're here. We heard all about
You know,
your
the
new
saddest
job.
thing about, like, the Doom Syndicate with all these villains is that if it were actually handled by DreamWorks Animation, like, if it were taken seriously as a movie, like, this would have been good. Like, there's a lot of animated potential that I do see with them. It's just that, well, the quality of this, look at this. Like, like, there would have been a chance this would have legit been good with this concept, but it's just, this is wasted potential here. This is like, this is sad. It's like worse than bad. It's like, you could see where it could be good, but it's just not.
Until I can figure out a way to stop them, we must keep up evil appearances.
No, no way.
Come on, Roxanne, please.
No.
Please.
Jeez, you know the irony is that I just realized, you know, not too long ago from making this video, I just did a review of Shark Tale, and it just reminds me, I was like, great, now I'm stuck watching another a DreamWorks movie with a liar's reveal plot and just done terribly with animation that's just full-on cringe. So, ironically enough, this feels more like a spiritual successor to Shark Tale, more so than it is a sequel to Megamind. It's the Will Smith fish in Will Ferrell villain clothing. Or, well, Megamind clothing. I cannot give that kind of disrespect to Megamind, let's be honest. Why does the city look empty? Like, I just realized there's so much nothing going on. Like, there are very few people, like, very few cars just driving around. Like, holy crap, I've never seen, like, such an empty city for, like, an animated movie. Or even, like, let alone Metro City? I don't know, there's just something, there's something, like, strangely funny about the fact that there's just nothing, you know, there's, like, look, nothing. You know, no rubble, no destruction that we see much of, no people walking around, nothing. Just pure emptiness. It's almost abandoned.
Police! Police!
Look, it's Megamind, the hero of Metro City. Oh no, please!
Even the clapping is just like, Like, they're, again, it's just, look how empty this is. The very minimal amount of people. And I mean, yeah, I get it. It doesn't have the budget to create crowds. I get that. But still, though, just look at the emptiness. Look at the minimal amount of people that they have. This is like how cheap this movie is. It can't even afford cartoon extras. Like, it's that bad.
You kept robbing us.
Oh, well, that has changed now. They have the budget to actually make a crowd for once. This is like the most I've ever seen a group of people come together. Like, maybe with the exception of when he got the key to the city, but like, just the fact that we saw so many people in one room, it's like overwhelming for this movie. But then again, I can already see it's trying to cut it's already cutting corners right now. Just like with a few shots where you don't see that many people at a time.
Sir, I'll have you know that is my special chair. Hey, we got a dance off over here.
Oh, dance off. Yeah, because, yeah, keep trying, movie. I'm sure you have a budget for a dance off. Or no, better yet, I'm sure you have the time to let your animators do a proper dance off. Yeah, I'm sure. What is that? What was that? Can we please stop for a second and ask, what the fridge was that? What is that dance of a guy being like, ugh? Like, what is that? Seriously.
But what if we had more customers? Now I know what you're gonna say.
Chum, how can I increase my cash flow in this treacherous economy?
Well, while I was in my office...
So, just out of curiosity, is this really the best idea that they have for Old Chum? Like, is this the best side plot that they have for him? Like, oh, well, we can't really do much with him alongside Megamind, so this is what we're gonna do. Like, why? Like, you can't think of anything better, or like, are you sure? Even with the budget and the time that you have, are you sure there's nothing else that you can have Minions / Old Chum do? I'm only asking because, like, what the fridge does this have to do with anything?
And what's the one food everybody loves? Donuts!
Phase 2 is an ingenious plan I had to launch Metrocity to the moon.
You're joking, right? How would that even work?
Simple evil genius physics, really.
So wait, now Megamind has a new evil plan with the moon? So now you're taking ideas from well, not necessarily taking ideas from Gru, but like, this is the saddest thing about this, is that now you're resorting Megamind into becoming this Despicable Me knockoff. And you know, this is what the whole thing actually feels like. Like, that's one thing that, like, really lessens the quality of this, is that so much of this feels like they're just ripping off what Despicable Me has done, like with the movies like Minions and like the other Despicable Me films. Like, that's all there is to it. Is that they really just lessened so much of this. Like, take away everything that made Megamind and just replace, like, whatever plot narratives and, like, character developments and, like, the type of characters features and, like, even the superhero elements. They all feel like they're just stolen from Despicable Me to try to cash in on that success. Like, at this point, this really feels like this. I know this might sound like an exaggeration and it might be harsh, but this is like if suddenly Video Brinquedo came back and suddenly they would make a Despicable Me knockoff. and this is the result of it. This is what it would feel. And yet somehow it just has like this filter that makes it look like Megamind. That's what the experience so far feels like.
Megamind, defender of Metrocity. I'm kind of a big deal.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry,
That-
Mr. D. Your name's not on the reservation list.
That woman looks familiar. I could have sworn, did they use that same model? I don't know, she looks like the policewoman from before. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're recycling character models, especially for like just residents of Metro City.
How are you always around? Do me one favor. Be happy.
Okay, that is probably the only one joke that is kind of funny. The only one good thing that I will kind of give it. I was like, okay, that is cute. Like not hilarious or anything. I was like, okay, well that's not a bad joke. Like just taking the donuts. And that's the only thing that honestly it's like the most that I will ever give it.
That's all I got.
But I don't know if we're ever gonna see anything that will go up from there. And you know when things are bad, when the best thing about it is when Megamind takes a bunch of donuts. That's it!
But who's gonna look out for him?
What's he talking about?
Behemoth, get the picture.
Picture? That's the really good idea I was looking for, Behemoth.
Since this is our last night on
Wait.
Earth, we should really get a picture of all of us.
Wait.
Brainbot 227.
I just realized something. It's the lip sync off?
Don't be shy.
I just realized it's like, wait a minute, something just seems to like disconnect.
Come on, let's get some
Like oh my god, like did they like not even bother to change up the lip sync? Because I know like sometimes they would have to change the dialogue, but eh boy.
Those your days of freedom. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
What's going on?
Okay, no, it's confirmed. It's for sure. Like, whatever they have to do in terms of extra dialogue to add in at the end, they didn't even bother changing the animation. That is for sure. And honestly, should not be surprised that this thing would stoop that low.
Champion of justice.
You know, I just realized something. You know who the weather lady reminds me of? Like, she actually feels like a knockoff of that villain from the Paw Patrol Mighty movie. Like, you know the one that Taraji P. Henson played? Like, it feels like they just copied that character and just put her in this. And I mean, it's all, like, there's even more similarities than before. Like, you know, like you know, she is a black woman, and that they kind of did make her shapely. Like, you know, like she does have a bit of a booty, just like the one in Paw Patrol. But honestly, you know when things are bad, when this movie is trying to improve itself by taking elements from Paw Patrol, the Mighty movie. And I mean, this is not a diss on Paw Patrol, the Mighty movie. Like, it's not that bad, but honestly, even that one is like a superior superhero film compared to this.
Kind of a sketchy neighborhood.
It showed me maybe I don't have to live up to others' expectations. I just have to live up to my own. If a bad guy can become a hero...
Again, like, a nice little message, but I mean, this is not the movie to go and learn it from. Especially, it's like you're gonna go and try to give, like, this heartwarming backstory to a very annoying little girl character.
But I'm also a realist.
Nah, it ain't gonna sell the message, movie. I'm sorry, like, you try, you wanna have some heart. I mean, I appreciate that. It's cute, but no, you can't. You legit can't. Just give up. Just go home. Just stop, please. I want to leave. I want to move on from this. Please stop. Please. Yes, the magical tennis balls. I remember that from the trailer. It's just you see that moment where they try to do slow-mo, but it's like the tennis balls just magically pop up from the thing. Oh my god. Come on, if you're going to entertain me in the way that you suck, like at least like, you know, just embrace the stupidity. Don't pretend to be something that you're not. I mean, you're not Despicable Me. You're certainly not Megamind. So I mean, at least just be stupid.
What's going on?
Launch Operation Parakeet!
Really? Now there's a robo parakeet? Like when did this happen? Really? I'm tired of the freaking parakeet, and now they're just gonna add this? Ay. Just get this done, okay? Just go to, you know, go save the city, do whatever, like just be finished. I'm tired, okay? Although I gotta say, this is actually their best attempt in terms of like an action scene. Like, I will admit, like that little flight wasn't like too bad per se, but it's like it's at the point where it's just wait, it's like I'm like fed up with this movie, so it's like too little, too late to show us something that might be halfway decent.
Hey, look over there.
Behemoth no fall for oldest trick in the
I'm sorry. Was I interrupting something?
Wait, where's Behemoth?
My hero.
Where did Behemoth go? Like it's like he disappeared. It's like you got this giant figure and suddenly it's like I see through the window, it's like he's gone. Just not there.
You know, I think I finally learned the big difference between being a hero and being a villain.
What's that?
Bad guys look out for themselves. Heroes look out for each other. Together, we'll be unstoppable.
I think there's a little bit more than that, but I mean, okay, but I think we're getting done. I think are we? Is it over? Can we finally conclude things?
Evil has finally met its match. Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Yep, we end this off with one more parakeet. No, please let this be the end. Stop lying. No.
As leader, I permit it.
So glad you've come around. With my help, our blue friend will rue the day he betrayed evil.
What makes you think you can take down Megamind when we
Is that you, Dr. Con Carne?
Machiavellian and the evil genius who taught
Kind of, actually.
everything he knows. And I promise, our blue friend will rue the day he betrayed evil.
All right, that's fine. Can we just roll the credits? Okay, good. Thank you. Holy crap. That was bad. That is just horrible. Oh my word. It has honestly been such a long time since I've seen an animated movie that is just this bad. Like, I thought, like, something that would have the DreamWorks name attached to it, like the bottom of the barrel would be like Shark Tale, but oh boy, was I proven wrong. This thing, it's just, you know, it really does feel like exactly what people say that this is. It's nothing more but a mechanically rushed production. Something that is just purely made because Universal just wants to cash in on the popularity of Megamind and nothing else. No care was ever put into it, rather it be the cast, onto the animation process, or anything. I mean, I'm not going to blame any of the creative people who have worked on it. They're only doing their jobs and trying to make the most of, like, the situation that they're in, but the situation that they're in is just absolutely hopeless, where there's just nothing that works. There's nothing that is pleasant. and everything feels like cringe, and it's just annoying. I hope that you enjoyed this experience of me watching this, because I know that YouTube is usually not a fan of me doing these AniMat watches lately, that usually the algorithm would just reject it, and that the recent videos that I would do, they would go into the low numbers. So if you don't appreciate it, if you don't share this around, give this a like and subscribe to my channel, I would be very upset that I have wasted my time watching a piece of crap like this. I am legit upset that I even had to experience this godforsaken mess. Seriously, it's been a long time since like an animated movie or even just this animated thing, like even just calling this a movie would be an insult to other movies. It's just, I'm upset. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is just... I need a break. I need a breath of fresh air. I need to calm my mind after this. But I'm just going to say, I think after watching this, like, you know that whole rivalry against Megamind and Despicable Me and stuff like that? I think, like, regardless of how you feel of the first Megamind, I love that movie too, but we need to face facts, folks. Gru won.
Chum, this is beyond embarrassing!
Sorry, sir.